So MILT is a training organization which develops people to be leaders. Now, as I've been telling time and again, leadership is not about position or possessions. These are important, but leadership is your ability to use your possession and positions to empower people. That means if you're able to create more and more people as leaders, if you're able to contribute and lift the life of people, and that is where you're a leader. At the end of the day, in your life, it's not the account that you maintained or the bank balance that you had. At the end of the day, at the end of your life, it's how many people have you touched and made a personal positive difference is what is very important. So therefore, MILT courses are not mere courses. MILT is a way of life. If you consider MILT as a course, your course probably ends today. But if you consider MILT as a way of life, your life starts from now on. Your course starts from now on. So on these lines, MILT has been doing a great service to humanity. In 1977, this training revolution started by Mr. Aparesh Acharya, who pioneered a behavioral training revolution. I was fortunate to have met him in 1988 in Chennai as a very timid and an introverted person. After an intensive training program, I got aligned to myself and I was able to bring out that champion stuff from within me. And then onwards, I've been empowering people. And in the year 2000, I was personally trained by Aparesh Acharya to conduct these training programs. So therefore, I'm very fortunate and privileged to have been trained by this legendary person who's today old. He's probably weak, but his energy is there because he's working in the midst of each one of us. So on these lines in MILT, we have got various platforms for your continuous growth. We have got the MILT alumni, where you get an opportunity to meet every month. If you're in any one of these 5 places, Chennai, Mumbai, Bangalore, Pune, Kolkata, or in the Middle East, you get to meet in person monthly once. And then there is also online. You can also be part of online activity as well. So therefore, it is not a training we give and you vanish. We ensure that you really tap into your potential. And we also got Growth Club for people who are married, who want to bring up the family. Science of parenting and scientific parenting is what is discussed in Growth Club. It is for married couples. We also got Satsang, where people who are inclined to spiritual inputs understand the science of spirituality and not becoming religious, but to understand the essence of religion, which can help us to become spiritual. On these lines, in the year 1998, Aparesh started an initiative called the New Revolution of India. Now, this New Revolution of India is a movement which is for Miltonians to take this values across to people. Because today, humanity, everybody might not be able to do the leadership course due to various reasons, but at least they can be exposed to some principles. So therefore, Aparesh Acharya started a New Revolution of India, wherein to make this country a great country. It is called as NRI, New Revolution of India. But today you must know, whichever country you are in, these principles are applicable for you to lift the standard of life of the people over there. But the MILT vision statement is, let this world be a little better because I came here. That means the vision of MILT is to make this world a better place to live in. So therefore, the New Revolution of India is also aimed to bring about principle-centered life in people so that they can be aligned. So this morning, I got in the midst of us a very dynamic person. I always say with pride, in the year 2001, I was training him in Kolkata, and he and his beloved wife, Manbir. Now, this person came into MILT, and the moment he came into MILT, right from the year 2001, I still remember Lindsay Hotel in Kolkata, how dynamic they were. And thereafter, he became a good friend of mine. I've been to his office many times. I've had dinner and lunches in his place. Wonderful person. He's got a great family with 2 lovely daughters. And he's an epitome of what parenting is. How wonderfully he's brought these 2 children up. Both of them are married. One is in UK, another is in US. And they meet once in a year, probably, or twice in a year in a foreign country. They live a great life. And his wife is an entrepreneur, and he himself is an entrepreneur. But very importantly, he's very successful as a businessman. He's got a great family. But importantly, he contributes to society. That's what I consider as greatness. Anybody can make a lot of money and fame but how much are you using them for the betterment of the society? So this person is one of them. I'm so glad that he agreed to be part of this morning so that he can share his thoughts on this very important of MILT and the New Revolution of India. He is the National Coordinator of New Revolution of India. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure and privilege to address us, the National Coordinator of New Revolution of India, Miltonian Jagir Singh Jabal. Yes, Jagir, welcome. Can we give him a big applause, everybody? Yes, Jagir, over to you.
Okay, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So, as always, I am most delighted to be present at any grand finale, and today is a special one. It is the 20th grand finale, and I'm feeling so very happy. As Danny told you, well, I have enjoyed a little bit of training by Operash and the rest of the training by Danny. And let me tell you today that Operations training was one hell of a training. But Danny has taken on the mantle with his own style. The program is the same. The communication is the same. But he has his own very powerful way of getting across. And we are so happy that this training is continuing. I will just take the lead from where Danny was speaking. Are you all feeling powerful today?
Yeah.
Because at the end of honesty, sincerity, and courage, what we need to be is powerful. Let me tell you, I would love you to understand the meaning of one more word there. Please add that you are very fortunate. I can tell that to you 21 years down the line. It doesn't matter at what stage in your life you do this program. It really doesn't matter. It may be 18, it may be 65, right? What you come to know are jewels that never occupy such kind of priority for you. You would agree with me that for the period of your training, you had a very enjoyable time. You introspected in a manner you would have possibly never done before. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't hear too many people.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
This batch doesn't seem to have the fire that Miltonians need to have. I don't find the
All
fire.
are muted.
Yes.
Anyway, actually, MILT, once you become a member of this community, there are various ways in which we keep in touch. Why do we keep in touch? Are we people with too much of idle time? No, that's not it. What we realize after doing MILT is that you have to live a balanced life. And if you have understood the Miltonian training properly, there is one line which, thank God, Danny spared, because that's such a lovely line, right? That we always use it so often, actually. We say, knowing is not doing. Doing is doing. So at present, you have only come to know. I want to tell you this today. You have only come to know. Yes, the training is so beautiful that it also makes you do. Because you have been doing while doing the course, you are today able to say you are powerful. Will you be able to say that after another day? Will you be able to say that after another month? Will you be able to say that 6 months down the line? Maybe, maybe not. That is the reason we have an alumni. An alumni gives you a chance to re-empower all that you have learned. That's the sole purpose. You have to understand, going to an alumni, there may be 5 people, there may be 100 people. What you are supposed to do is use the opportunity to re-empower and feel the power. Feel the power of this training. We have the Growth Club. Let me tell you, the Calcutta Growth Club has 15 couples. Our next meeting is on 21st of August. You know, in this growth club, we have a Hindu, a Muslim, a Sikh, and Isai. They say na Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai in the national anthem of India. Well, our growth club has all. And not only that, none of us care a hang about our religion. We respect it. We respect it. We definitely believe that it is important, but for us. But when we relate as families, we are completely spiritual in the spirit of MILT. Right? So in MILT, we have the satsang. Even the satsang is free of any kind of religion's bias. It is only spiritual thought. The NRI movement is my favorite. Yes, I am the national convener. But the reason for this movement is very important. It is also an opportunity for Miltonians. In fact, we do not give you an opportunity to choose. We do not give an opportunity to choose. Once you are a Miltonian, you are a member of this movement. You know why? Because the movement only demands a simple thing from you. It demands your availability for MILT. That means if MILT wants to spread the message of what is taught in a MILT training program, you are assumed to be ready to do that. And in the NRI movement, we run projects. You can contribute in whatever way you like. You can contribute with your time. You can contribute with your thoughts. So it's not about monetary contribution. You can do any kind of contribution. You can even influence people. That is a huge contribution. It is the role of a human being to contribute with your own ability to influence people to be better human beings. MILT believes in making the world a better place. Every Miltonian should definitely find some way of contributing to make this world a better place. My heartiest congratulations to each one of you, and I'll be delighted if you keep in touch with this excellent forum and reinforce what you have learned. See, it will leave you. I'm telling you today, you'll have lots of influences, and the mind works in such a way that unless you keep repeating the things that you want to work for you, you lose those things. What Danny spoke today was as refreshing to me as it was to you. That is only because we are relating with those things. Every time we hear them, we feel happy. So I would suggest to all of you, please remember every bit of the training you have done, right? And implement it in your lives. Implementation is the only way in which it will work for you. I'm delighted to be speaking to you today, and I wish you all the very best. Many, many congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jagir, for your presence. Jagir certainly had a lot of events this day, and he ensured that he can squeeze in his time so that he can also share his thoughts with the incoming Miltonians and the peak performers, because we want this fraternity of MILT to grow. The reason is that if MILT grows, that means this world is becoming a better place, because this world needs MILT more than any time before. Because today there is a great need, because humanity is groping in darkness. And because of this darkness, they're all committing anti-human acts, which is really taking a toll on humanity at large. So therefore, let this fraternity of Miltonians spread. And thank you, Jagir, for being here. Jagir has been a very core member of MILT, and in Snehali is playing such an important role in Kolkata and in the national level. So therefore, Jagir and his beloved wife Manbir, who often goes to Shimultala, the MILT residential school, and conducts those sessions there. And now it's become all the more convenient with the airport coming up over there. So that means Miltonians fly in a lot of times. Very importantly, my dear friends, we all take care of our children. but can we take care of another child as much as it's our own child? That is where you're growing. Otherwise, if your family is constrained with only few members, that means you're not living a human life. So thank you, Jagir, for your presence and your motivational inputs. And I'm sure these Miltonians will take it on and really be leaders what they are truly designed to be. Now it's very important for us to get the sessions going on. So here I'm going to call the graduating peak performers one by one. The peak performer called will stand up and give a speech of acceptance for 1 minute. In that 1 minute, the speech of acceptance, the participant is going to say what is that they picked up from this program and what is that they want to do using the training that they got as a leader for the betterment of the society. So on these lines, I've got in the midst of us a person whom I probably know for many years because I trained her husband in the year 2003. And then after I've been seeing her, she has been coming to MILT, and I've been very eagerly wanting her to do the MILT course. And she almost was doing the MILT course in Bangalore in 2015, but it all is destined that she should do a Peak Performer Workshop and be part of MILT through the Peak Performer Workshop. She is a wonderful lady, married to a Miltonian Dilip, and blessed with a handsome son. A hard worker who really wants to excel and make a positive difference in life. She is a BE MBA and runs a business venture called Sagyan Ventures Private Limited. So ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure and privilege to introduce to you the peak performer, Miltonian Smitha Jacob. Let's give
Thank
Smitha
you.
a big applause. Smitha.
Yeah. Today, when I stand, at the end of the journey of PPW, I stand here with gratitude to the Almighty and to all the Miltonians who have been encouraging me to do this program. Through this program, I was able to get a lot of clarity in regards to how to connect with your Almighty, about how you have to control your mind, and all about, how spirituality, how to live a spiritual life. Also, there is a voice echoing in me today. Let the world be better because I have come here. So I would like to hold on to all the HR principles and make the life and make this world better, because I thought doing a social cause was something that you could do to make a difference. But here, every thought, every deed that you do can make a difference. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you, Smita. It's an honor that you've done the MILT program. And as you rightly said, today we have got our priorities messed up because we are going on a materialistic pursuit, which people think that is the be all and end all. But it's very important to regain our lives. And that regaining of our life is the spiritual dimension. So spiritual dimension, the moment you understand what is the essence of you, then all this materialistic prosperity helps. Otherwise, the materialistic prosperity itself is enough to put a person down. As beautifully said by Jesus Christ in the Bible, what shall it profit the man if he can gain the whole world but lose his own soul? So therefore, really enriching and empowering ourselves is very important. The voice that you heard from within is, let this world be a little better because I came here. Because each one of us have got a limited duration in this planet Earth. So in this point in time, can we make a difference in people's life is very important. So Smita, and I'm sure with all your conviction, you would certainly do justice to what you are created for. All the best to you, Smita Jacob.
Thank you so much.
And now I've got in the midst of us yet another person who probably knew me 23 years back. He was very keen to do the MILT program at that point in time in Pondicherry when he came for an introductory session in the year 1999 or something during that time. And at that point in time, he said, Daniel, I wanted to do your program, but I didn't have the money to pay the program. Probably it was about 10,000 rupees or so at that time, the face-to-face session in Pondicherry. And he's told me, when he called me, he said, for 23 years, I always carried a regret every day that I missed doing a training program. So therefore, that spark was burning, and somewhere he found out the contact number. He contacted me, and at the time, since I was doing the program, he immediately grabbed the opportunity and he joined the program. And he also told me at that time, I probably didn't have the money. But today, Daniel, tell me wherever you're doing the program, I'm willing to come because today I'm making a lot of money. He's a general manager in information security company in Doha, and he's really making a lot of money. But very importantly, what I heard from him is that he found it difficult to pay a 6,000 rupees diploma course. And today he has really built himself up, and he's now sponsoring 62 children's professional college education. That is the art of this person. I'm so glad that he could really touch into his core and make a difference. Because making money is great, but using the money for the good purpose, it's what is very important. So this person is an MBA. He's an analyst working for information a security organization as a general manager, and he works in Qatar. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure and privilege to introduce to you the MILT Peak Performer, Mohammed Mustafa. Over to you, Mohammed.
Good morning, all of you. Now I am standing as a Miltonian. I am fortunate to take a course from Danny, which I was longing from more than 22 years. As Danny has told my life, and definitely as a Miltonian, it has transformed my life to be how I need to be perfect in doing. I was doing things, but Danny has trained us to do the things in perfect way. He has transformed our lives. All our Miltonians' life, he has transformed into be a perfect person and how to do things in a perfect way in all aspects, as well as the perception which I see now is very different from the perception what I had. This is what he has transformed within ourselves. I am fortunate and thankful to God as well as my trainer Danny for giving me this great opportunity to come and learn this course. In fact, I wanted to do another course with Danny. Subsequently, I want to do another course with Danny, that is he highlighted before. Definitely all Miltonians, I think my team, our team will join together and do that course also, which will take us to the second level in their life. Thank you, Danny.
Fantastic. Right. Thank you, Mustafa. You're a growth-oriented person, and that's exactly why you want to develop yourself. You had the search continuing for 22 odd years, and now you got an opportunity, and you are one of the first person to register the program. Because he asked me, then when the program date was scheduled, I sent him the link and immediately paid up. So therefore, it's a very good attitude and quality that you have, Mustafa. Keep this in you.
Finally, I want to tell one thing. I told Danny, this is a personal thing with Danny and me, which I discussed in the phone call. Danny, I was thinking that I will die without taking this training. Either you will die without giving me this training. At last, God has united together, right?
Absolutely. So both are alive, and I'm alive to train, and you're alive to receive the training. So all the best to you, Mustafa, with your sincerity, with the hard work, and your willingness to contribute. Because I was telling him in the last session yesterday, you couldn't pay 6,000 rupees for a diploma course, and today he's sponsoring 62 children on the professional education. Now I told him, let it be 6,000 students, and I'm sure it's going to be made possible. Okay, Mustafa, all the best to you. Let's have a great time together, being in MILT fraternity and contributing and growing. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I have in the midst of us another person, a person whom I probably knew. I spoke over the phone, and this person was so keen to do the program. Now, not only wanting to do the program, but was in constant touch with me. So little challenges here and there, but this person, I saw the intention and the need of this person to do the program. So this person was told about the program and immediately came and joined because being referred by another Miltonian called Jabba Kumar. Well, as I've been telling you, MILT courses are being spread not through aggressive marketing, but by merely word of mouth. That is the power of a program, because it is not about spending money for marketing and getting the program known, but it's the people, the word of mouth marketing is very important. So therefore, a person, Miltonian by name Jabba Kumar from Bangalore, told about the program and she immediately joined the program and she really was committed in the program. Very importantly, this commitment aspect is very important. Took every session very sincerely and also took on some responsibility in the session. This person is from Bangalore, has finished BCom, MBA, PGD, and training and development. Works in class IT solution as HR. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure and privilege to introduce to you MILT Peak Performer Jayanti Rao. Jayanti.
Thank you, Daniel. My journey with the MILT was very good. Daniel has started his program with the blueprint. It says all about, the training program, how the total program will be. A person can immediately take a decision on the spot. Yes, I can go for this program. It will definitely get benefit, like that he can think. And the way of his training, it was really wonderful leadership training. I enjoyed like anything. The human being's brain accepts pictures and the colors very well. So the way of his presentation through pictures and colors made me to sit into my mind. It will never go out of our memory. It was such a wonderful. Then I enjoyed this HR group session wherein we could able to release our pains and we get a good connect with the people. Also, 2 minutes talk, on different topics. It was really wonderful. Prepare for that. Really, I enjoyed standing in front of the mirror, and there are so many practice he taught us. It's really earlier and all. My if I go out for attending the interview, my consciousness will not be there. I'll prepare well, then I can't able to present it well myself. So that was the thing. I really, my heartful thanks to Daniel. My takeaway from this program is I'm a good attitude and I got good communicator and a spiritual part and discipline by him. And automatically a disciplined person can become a good leader. That is a give up to the society, we can say. Thank you, Danny, once again.
Fantastic. Right, Jayanti, you're absolutely right. A leader is that person who is contributing. So therefore, in whatever small way or big way we can, let's contribute. It's not how big we are contributing that matters, but the intensity with which we are contributing that makes a lot of difference. So continue your contribution, make a difference so that each one of us can grow, because if the world is good, we can also be good and prosperous. All the best to you, Jayanti. And now this call goes to a person who has been very committed, very eager to do the program, because he wanted to do the program. And another person told me, Danny, I got a person who was very much interested in doing the program. Now, a very young man with a lot of commitment and determination, and I'm sure these qualities is going to see him through in life. Now, he is a student of the first year in commerce from Bangalore, Vivekananda Degree College. Ladies and gentlemen, and my dear friends, let me have the privilege of introducing to you MILT Peak Performer, G.H. Rakesh. Yes, Rakesh.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Morning.
When I was studying in MILT Residential School, I used to see my seniors get the leadership training from Operation Antam. From then itself, it had been my dream to do this course from MILT. I thank Miltonian Lokesh who has helped me to do this course at this time. Following MILT principles has helped me to overcome my insecurities and fears in my life and helped me to live my life more confidently. In MILT, we learn by being a good leader, we can empower and influence the people around us. So I resolved to live by MILT principles and empower the people around me and follow the MILT motto, which says, let this world be a better place because I came here. Thank you.
Fantastic. Great. Rakesh, I think certainly world needs people like you, because each one of us with a sincere act of contribution can make a big difference. And with all the energy that you got, and I know you're going to be a great contributor, and let's keep doing it, and then you maximize your potential. All the best to you, Rakesh. My next call goes to a person who is very committed. A friend of mine who is also a Miltonian said, Danny, I've got a person who wants to join the course. And the number was given, and I called this person and we had a chat. Now, in that chat itself, I found this is a great person. I've not seen that person because over a phone call, I don't get to see the person. And she was in Cochin. And the way she was talking, I felt, man, this lady can be a great fit for the program. Because when I try to fill a class, I also look at the quality of people who are coming in. Because it's the people who can make value, add value to the group. So therefore, this person was talking to me. I like the commitment with which she was talking. And I'm so glad she did the program. She started the program in Cochin. Then she is now finishing the program in Qatar. She is a very dynamic lady, a lady with a lot of power, resoluteness, wants to make a difference, wants to really grow and not let the situation around her to control her. She is a BTech from Cochin, right now in Qatar, working as a top executive in McDermott Company. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the MILT Peak Performer, Bunia Salim. Yes, Bunia.
Thank you very much. I really like to thank MILT, all the MILT as well as Danny, as well as my all colleagues for keeping me energetic throughout the training program. Basic thing what I understood from this training is like whatever happens inside should not impact the inner peace. During the MILT sessions, what I understood is I could go deep into myself and understand what I am worth of and how I can contribute towards the society. Like basic views, what I understood is like you should give space to people and accept their views. Live life to the fullest, support and understand others. Like get out the ego in you and do not condemn. Be sympathetic towards others. Like that, so many points what in the training we have learned a lot of things, and I am trying to implement each and everything one by one. The major thing is a great leader can be developed by oneself and what we should do to change the society. So I am trying to change. See, I was doing some small things, but now I understood what is my goal. What should I do? And it gave me a clear idea how I have to go forward in my life and how I can contribute towards my society. So I'm taking an oath that I will do my level best to make the society a better place to live in. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Great, Bunia. Because there are certain things we need to remember. We might not be able to influence many things that's happening outside us. Many things are happening outside us. We might not be able to do much about it. But certainly we can work within ourselves and make ourselves strong to face the situation that's happening around us. So therefore, the MILT human relation principles that you quoted over here are very, very powerful. There are 7 cards and 56 principles. Read those cards every day in the morning, every one of you. And then consciously live by them and make a note of all the incidents that you lived by virtue of living by the principles. And then you will find these principles are getting ingrained in you and you are a strong individual. Whatever turbulence might be outside, whatever turmoil might be outside, you will not be perturbed because you're a strong person from within. So that's subjective. A tree might sway with the gusty wind, but if the roots are strong, it will never fall. So therefore, let's make our roots strong. And I'm sure, Bunyam, with all the commitment that you showed and being in Qatar and on a Sunday, you and Mustafa, it's a first working day, but yet you opted to attend these programs. That shows how much you are committed. Bunya, all the best to you. And let's meet in person very, very shortly. Okay, in the Middle East. Okay, take care. Bye-bye. And now, we have got in the midst of us another person, a dynamic young man who has been in this program. He's a guy who's full of energy. He's youthful and exuberant. He's got a lot of energy, and I'm sure he's going to use all this energy for the betterment of himself and for the betterment of the world outside. He is from Bangalore, Kengeri, and he is a first-year engineering student from KS Institute of Technology. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome the MILT Peak Performer, Rakshit. Yes.
Thank you, Danny. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Life doesn't get change. Life doesn't get better by chance. It gets better by change. And PPW is one of the life-changing courses. It has helped me to improve my communication skill and content management, and also gave me different perspectives as well. And I would like to thank Danny especially for being so energetic and enthusiastic always. And he has helped us to become a better leader and a better person as well as spiritual person. I like to thank for all the Miltonians, all the fellow Miltonians as well. Thank you, everyone.
Fantastic. All right, Rakshit, all the best to you. And I want to see you really grow up in life, become a strong individual, and contribute and really make this world a better place to live in, because you have it in you. It's not a mass people who are going to bring about a change. It's only a class group of people who are going to bring about the change, and be part of that class group of people. All the best to you. And now this call goes to another committed person, a person who is so very committed that took up all the assignments with all sincerity. Now a shooter, but doesn't look like one, but very, very adept in sports. And whatever assignment was given, she did it in time, and she was one of the first to get the assignments uploaded. That is the commitment. Because what I'm trying to tell is that these are not just for my course. It's a trait that people have within them that is going to take them to great heights. Now, this person again is in Kengeri in Bangalore and has been working for just about 8 months in Infosys Technology Specialist Executive. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome MILT Peak Performer, Rachna. Yes, Rachna.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Danny. I'm stand here with a lot of gratitude and happiness. Any small change for the betterment of something is always accompanied by some challenges. This is how I took my small challenge in my life by taking up the PPW workshop. It helped me a lot to be a better person than I was yesterday, and will be a better person than I am today. So I'm more confident and I am more happy and better person than I am. I would like to thank to all the Miltonians and Danny for always uplifting me and doing things which is out of my league. Thank you, everyone. And I would like to take this responsibility and contribute for the betterment of society. I think it's not just a job, but it is something which should be shared by all. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. Okay, great, Rachna. Wish you all the best, and I'm sure you'll be doing a great work with your commitment to excel, your commitment to come up in life. All these are great qualities, because as human beings, that's our nature. We always want to grow. We always want to learn. We always want to expand. And if you're not pursuing those, you're not living a human life at all. Okay, so continue on your path of excellence and be a contributor. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I've got in the midst of us yet another person who I probably know his father. I know his father from the early 80s, late 80s, when he did the MILT course. And then when I went to the shop to buy some electrical goods, I saw this young man and I asked his father, who's he? He said, he's my son. So he's also helping his father in that electrical stores, but very important, he's pursuing a career. He wants to get into aviation and aeronautics. A very dynamic young guy, full of life, and now going to get into bigger aspects of life. He's from Chennai. Let's welcome MILT Peak Performer Shakib Zahid Sheikh. Shakib.
Hello, everyone. Good morning to you all. I'm very proud to be standing here in front of you all after these 4 weeks. And I'm proud to say that I've almost attended all classes bar the 1 week where I had my college admission. And so this workshop has really brightened my the mindset and the perspective that I have on life, not only physically and mentally, but also spiritually. I had the human relations class were also quite informative. The things which I learned were that it's easy to just find fault with others. It's easy to just blame it on something and someone. But what I learned from Danny and this peak performer workshop was how you should let the other man save his face. Show, instead of pointing out the mistakes, ask them what they need and help them. And I also learned that you should be effective in communication, and that is one of the biggest aspects of leadership. And I've learned a lot from you all, and even the HR groups were very informative. I really learned a lot from some of my seniors like Mustafa and Bunia. And the more said, the less I say, the better. And it was quite good experience, and I learned a lot from you all. Thank you.
Okay. Right. Fantastic. Shakib, I'm so glad that you did the program well, and at a young age, you're able to appreciate the subtle aspects of the program. Because this program is just not about public speaking. Public speaking is just a part of life where it works on. But you're able to pick up some principles that is going to enhance the quality of your life. I think this is very important because at a young age, you've got these principles of seeing things from the other person's point of view and not telling a person you're wrong. And all this will certainly help you to become a better human being and to create good human beings around. So all the best to you, Shakib. I want you to really excel and do well in life. And now my next call goes to yet another person who has been very committed, and I've seen his mother, who is in MILT, a very dynamic lady, and who recently took up the position of president for MILT Bengaluru chapter. Now, when I saw the mother so committed, when I saw that her son was going to do the program, and I saw the same traits in him that he has got, that he's going to excel in life. He's getting into college, and he's from Bengaluru, from Vijayanagar. Let's welcome this dynamic young man, MILT Peak Performer, Yashas.
Thank you, Danny. First of all, I would like to thank Danny and group for guiding us through this leadership program. The leadership trait that I learned from this PPW program is effective communication. Conversing with people such that they understand and like. Good communication also helps others make others feel good and important. I would use this trait to build a positive attitude with my friends and my family. With the help of Danny's PPW program, I have decided to stand as the cultural captain in my college. I will use what I have learned to communicate, convince my classmates to take part in cultural. I'll use this trait to share my experience with them in confidence and to create an optimistic atmosphere, thus contributing to building a positive community. I thank all my members of this PPW program for the group dynamism and joyful expression. Thank you.
Good. Yashas, I'm glad that you've taken up this role, because only when you take responsibility will a person grow. Because many people will sit and watch things happen, but there are only few people who take up responsibility and make things happen. And I'm glad you're taking up this responsibility, because every responsibility brings with itself challenges, and its challenges is what helps people to grow. So you're taking this challenge as a cultural secretary, and use all your skill of communication, interpersonal relationship, and get things going, because ability to influence people, ability to convince people, ability to get action from people, ability to inform people is very important. And these are the skills that you develop in the session. So go ahead, become a leader, and leader is a people's person. So ladies and gentlemen, now we have had the graduation ceremony of these participants. We had a lot more people joining, but as we said, this is a doing course and not a knowing course. So when it comes to doing, there are some people who might find it very difficult, but we can't help it, because if you want to come up in life, you got to do it. As Jagir Singh Jabal very beautifully said, to remind you those lines, knowing is not doing, doing is doing. You might know a host of things, but it makes no difference if you don't do it. So therefore, MILT is a doing program, and you people have done well, you did it, and you're now qualified. So don't consider MILT as a course and leave away from this meeting after that. Continue to be in MILT and grow, because it's for your own good. I remember Aparesh Acharya saying, MILT does not need you, you need MILT. That's what he constantly keeps saying. The reason is that you need a platform, an unconditional platform, which gives you opportunity to grow. Then he also says, make yourself so strong that MILT needs you. So therefore, I can tell each one of you, you all need MILT. So therefore, get into the platform, make it so strong, make it more contributive that MILT can look up to you and make a difference. So on these lines, let's give all these graduates a big applause as we welcome them into the fraternity. Congratulations to each one of you. And now we have in the midst of us a person whom I called, because I've got tremendous respect for this person. He did the workshop in Peak Performer, PPW 13, this is 20, in the month of June or July last year. And right from the time, he was very, very participative. He is one of the top executives in Dubai. In spite of all that, he was always there at the session in time and very participative. That's the hallmark of a great person. Now, why do people achieve greatness? It's because of their commitment. And I saw that in this person. Now, this person has done MILT just about a year back. And in this short time, there was a convention happening in Mumbai. He was present there. And there he made a mark by taking part. He and another Miltonian from UAE, Karthik, they came in and they really rocked the show. Now, he might be in MILT for 1 year, but here there is a person who started this Middle East chapter, Miltonian Velu Armugam. Now, whenever there's a need for funds that's happening, when Snehalia needs money, and then Velu contacts some people and he contacts Ramesh. And Ramesh, this person is always there, willing to give. He doesn't even ask, what is it about? He was willing to give. And that's how he started his contribution together. I remember meeting him in Chennai before the convention. He came to Chennai. I told him, boss, 28 years in Dubai, man, what money you would have made. He looked at me and said, Danny, I've been in Dubai for 28 years, but I don't have much money. What has he done with all the money? He is giving his money. Even for some sessions when I said, boss, I want you to sponsor, immediately he would take 20,000 or 40,000 and deposit, says, Danny, it's done. He always says, don't tell this to anybody, Danny, but I'm just telling it because I'm so overwhelmed. Because when I told him 28 years in Dubai, what money you would have made, he said, Danny, I've not made money. And he's giving. He's a top executive. And his family, his brother, his sister, all are giving, taking care of institutions and funding children. So that's the greatness with people. Because you might have a lot of money. It really makes no difference unless you're willing to contribute and make a difference. So here, I'm very happy that this person is in the midst of us to offer his felicitation to each one of us. He is the Vice President of Fly Dubai. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome this person who's logged all the way from Dubai. Let's welcome MILT Peak Performer and our chief guest for this graduation ceremony, Miltonian Ramesh Anantharaman. Can we give Ramesh a big applause? Ramesh.
Good morning. Thank you very much, Danny, for your very, very kind words. And I believe, like Aparesh says, my best is yet to come. And first and foremost, I would like to wish all the new graduates of MILT Peak Performance Workshop the very best in life, and be rest assured, your life is going to be separated by this day. You're going to say, this is how I was before I became a Miltonian, and this is how I am after I became a Miltonian. Like Danny said, and like Miltonian Jagir said, MILT is not just a knowing course. MILT is not just about speaking. MILT is not just a training. MILT is a way of life. You first have to enhance yourself. You have to truly understand and believe that you are powerful. And only when you are powerful can you impart power onto the people who need it. All of us, we need to understand everything. This life is going to go away. All the monies, everything what you earn, the positions you have, is going to go away. What is not going to go away is the difference you make to people. And it's very important that you are always in touch with MILT. It's very important that you join the alumni, which is very closest to you. Continue the alumni meets. Be involved in MILT activities and keep enhancing yourself in every aspect of life. MILT is not just about making you a better leader or a better speaker. MILT is about making you a better person and making this world a better place because of you. So ensure that you live up to that responsibility. I believe the moment you have graduated from MILT, you are taking up a responsibility to make a difference to this world, and ensure you do it. And I would like to welcome the newly graduated Miltonian Bunia to join the MILT Middle East chapter. We have our next alumni meeting, incidentally, next Saturday. I will add you onto the group, and I would expect you to participate actively. Dear friends, this is a gift which has been given to you. This is not end of the road. This is the beginning of the road. What you do with the gift, how you make yourself better, how you make the world around you a better place, it's in your hands. You can just stop here and say, this is enough for me. I'm just going to have a tag. Just like how I'm a BTech engineer or an MBA, I'm going to add one more saying that I'm a Miltonian. And if it is satisfied, if you're okay with it, it doesn't make you any better. But you pick that up and you live by those HR principles, and you be a better human being and keep getting better every day. That is when you become a Miltonian. I wish you all the very best. I wish the best of everything for you, the best of health, the best of wealth, abundance in everything, and to everybody around you. Thank you very much. All the best. Over to you, Danny.
Thank you, Ramesh. Can we give Ramesh a big applause? Right, Ramesh is, right, Ramesh
Make
is
a WhatsApp group. Can you guys add us in the Middle East group?
Yes,
I will do it right away.
Yeah, okay. So Ramesh has taken up this responsibility as the president of Middle East. Now you must understand he's pretty busy with his family. He's also a grandfather. He doesn't look like one. Okay. And then he's also traveling very frequently abroad. But in spite of that, he ensures that MILT alumni goes on. And people might come in, doesn't come in, whatever the number, he's keeping it going on because he has a vision. He knows all these are small hurdles, but the vision of MILT is much bigger, to empower humanity. So therefore, he does it with all his might. And in spite of all the constraints, he's for close to a year now, he's the president of the MILT Middle East chapter. He's taken it over from another dynamic person called Miltonian Velu Armugam, who initiated MILT into Middle East, because Velu saw a program of mine in the month of June when I was conducting for students. He said, Danny, this is the right time for you to get into Middle East. And he went about telling people, he said, 1,000 dirhams is the fee, that is about 20,000 rupees. And he got in people sheer word of mouth. Today, we have got 70 plus people who have done it from the Middle East. So therefore, we want a lot of people from the Middle East to come in going forward, the next batch that's starting on September 3rd, so that the Middle East chapter can become stronger with committed members. Stronger means committed members. And members become committed, they can also really reach out this empowering message of MILT across. And because there are lots of people who are groping, who don't know a way out. So MILT as a course MILT as a way of life can help them. So thank you so much, Ramesh, for your presence. I can always depend on you. I just pinged him last night, probably Indian Standard Time around 11 p.m. And he said, Danny, I'm there. I mean, that's what it is. They don't put up a price and say, I'm busy, I'm not able to come, but he's always there. Thank you so much, Ramesh. Look forward to your continued support in the days and months and years to come. And now we will be getting into the graduate culturals. But before we get into the culturals, there are lots of people to thank. And I would like to call upon this person who's been supporting me very silently. He's probably not on screen many number of times, but he's subtle support to me. Yesterday, he was not there for a session and I was lost. Though I was doing the sessions all by myself, I got so used to him. So to thank each one of you all. And after this, we will have a cultural event. So please don't leave. The participants have come out to the small cultural event. And after this 2-minute speech of word of thanks, we'll have the cultural event. Over to this dynamic MILT Peak Performer, Noel Jacob, for the word of thanks.
I thank Miltonian Jagir, Miltonian Ramesh Anandaraman for giving us a good address, and all the participants and all the guests that are present here for making this grand finale a grand success. Because if you're not present, this wouldn't have been possible. And I thank my dad, who's also a trainer, who's contributing in these people's lives. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, Noel. I told Noel to give this word of thanks because I know you'll be very short and sweet. Okay. Because word of thanks should not be a speech in itself. And now I hand over the proceedings to the cultural secretary for entertaining cultures.